right, welcome everyone. Welcome to our students, our families, our friends, faculty, and staff to the start of Brewster's commencement celebrations and the 2024 Ivy Address. It's really a pleasure to be gathered here with you in front of our historic academic building. I know I speak for all of our faculty when I say we will miss seeing members of the class of 2024 enter through the doors behind me each morning. But I hope they know that the doors are always open when they're able to return to campus. It's always their school. The Ivy Address is a long-standing Brewster tradition. It's a chance to arrive, to gather, to connect, to reflect, and to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. Today, we'll have an opportunity to hear from some of our highest achieving members of the graduating class, with remarks from our first postgraduate and from our salutatorian. Both remarkable representatives, truly, truly remarkable representatives of their class and of our school. We'll also recognize students who have excelled in various aspects of campus life. And our senior prefects, Ellery and Boaz, will receive the symbolic ivy plant on behalf of their class, representing the deep roots that they planted here at Brewster. Our hope is that just like the resilient ivy, our students will continue to flourish and to prosper as they leave Brewster, nourished and ready to transplant themselves into their new lives and their new communities. It's been a really busy stretch. The spring term is always a bit of a blur of special events and activities, and this week I think that was especially true, in large part to some of the special events planned by our prefects sitting next to me. We had Spring Fest, we had Moving Up Day, a senior sunrise hike that required our students to get up at 3:15 in the morning. We had prom, packing goodbyes, and then of course greeting all of our families and our loved ones. So I just want to encourage us to just take a moment as we get started to pause and to take a breath and to center ourselves in this moment, a really special moment in the lives of our kids, and just open ourselves up to the reflections that we're about to hear. So with that, to begin, I'd like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this event, our Academic Dean, Mr. Matt Butcher. Thanks.
The power of the ivy lies in its ability to cling and bind, making it a potent symbol of determination and strength to the Druids. In the Irish tradition, ivy is considered a symbol of remembrance. In academic traditions, it represents the intertwining of intellectual, philanthropic, and social pursuits. Poetically, it is symbolic of the way in which our lives become intertwined with one another's. As we proceed through our ceremony today, let us keep in mind all that the ivy represents. Our celebration begins with some parting thoughts shared by two outstanding students of the class of 2024. This year's top postgraduate, Pipichaya Sprite Sridham, is a Royal Thai scholar who has amassed an impressive 4.305 GPA during his 1 year at Brewster. Each trimester, Sprite earned almost perfect scores in advanced physics, AP chemistry, AP macroeconomics, and AP seminar, and he also excelled in linear algebra, an advanced collegiate mathematics course. Humble, kind, and hardworking, Sprite will attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology this fall, where he is sure to continue to demonstrate his incredible academic skills. Sprite, would you please come forward to the stage and share a few words?
Hi everyone. Can you guys hear me well? All right. So, last Friday, when we were out for the senior trip at the Wolfboro camp, I was kicking a ball around with my friend on the field beside the tennis courts, where Miss Shiders came up to me and said, "Hey Sprite, we need to talk. I'll be waiting for you at the bench." As you might have guessed, I was shaking, expecting I was gonna be in trouble. No offense, but that was probably the most memorable moment of my senior trip. I was so worried. I quickly packed up my stuff and walked to the bench where Miss Shiders and Mr. Martin squeezed me in between. Well, one good thing about expectations is that they may not be true. The first thing they said to me was, "Congratulations, you are the top PG," and then told me that I would be speaking for the Ivy address today. Well, I get that was a huge sigh of relief, but not for so long though. I soon realized that I need to talk about something in front of so many people, and that I still had no idea what I should speak about. So, today, my friends, I want to walk you through my journey here at Brewster Academy. To be honest, my journey started even before I arrived here. It started with my expectations of an American high school. I still remember how I pictured myself sitting in a lecture room, listening to professors talking about complicated stuff like quantum physics or the anatomy of our brain, from morning till very late evening, and then coming back to my room to complete practice AP exams for homeworks. I mean, that's what American education sounded like from the place where I'm from. It sounded very intense and painfully rigorous. Guess what? Brewster was not quite what I expected. My first impression of Brewster was my roommate, Ben Collins. Many people may doubt our relationship as roommates, as our personalities are a little different. But I would say we're quite a good match, though. I also need to say that I am lucky to have him as a roommate, as we wouldn't survive without both of us being open to each other. And that's the most important thing. See, I didn't expect to have a roommate who is very outgoing. And Ben also didn't expect to have a roommate who is very quiet like me either. I've met a lot of people who are very attached to perfecting their expectations. These people would often deny the situation in front of them. And in this case, they will probably find a new roommate that checks all their boxes. But this is not the case with us, though. Although we didn't expect to be with each other, Ben and I learned and adapted to each other's lifestyles. I still remember when he introduced me to the Super Bowl, which I have never watched before, and when I taught him trigonometry tricks, which he hadn't learned before. I mean, that's the beauty. You learn the most from things that you didn't expect. Like recently, I just learned how to dip Oreos into milk, and it tastes really good, so you guys should try it. Same thing for classes here. I didn't expect anything but intense academics. But during my year at Brewster, the most memorable moments and those that taught me the most turned out to be those outside of the classroom. Whether they would be afternoon activities or when I just simply hung out with other students. This spring, I joined something I couldn't have imagined myself doing before. It was dancing. You guys should have seen videos of my dance before I joined the class. They were terrible. I mean, I didn't know how to dance at all. But dance class introduced me to multiple lessons like ballet movements, hip hop dance, freestyle, and even meditation and abs training. I learned a lot more than I expected in this class, and now I am very confident to say that I can plank for twice as long as I could a year ago. I mean, I'm still a terrible dancer, and that's probably one thing I need to accept, but I learned other useful things that I wouldn't expect from a dance class. So, what's the lesson here? I would like to credit a quote from the martial artist and actor Bruce Lee. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Sometimes life doesn't work out the way you expected it to be. And that's a good thing, because you can learn the most from things you did not foresee. So be open minded, be flexible, and embrace the unexpected. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It doesn't hurt to stop here and there to enjoy the view, or maybe go a bit off track to pick up new skills and experiences that may be helpful in the future. I want to encourage you guys to not restrict yourself from the hidden opportunities and simply enjoy the journey and go along with it. Lastly, I would like to thank Ben for being a supporting roommate. And I would like to thank every student, every teacher, every faculty member that created this environment for all of us. It was my honor to spend a year with all of you guys. Thank you for introducing me and also many other international students here to our first chapter in the United States. Now, I understand the way education should be. Thank you.
Thank you, Sprite. Our salutatorian, Zoe Hausler, has concluded her Brewster career with a remarkable 4.2705 GPA. Along with taking 7 advanced placement courses and our highest level of Spanish, Zoe also is a global scholar. While clearly focused on excelling academically, Zoe has also played on 6 varsity teams and contributed 253 hours of community service. To accomplish as much as she has requires incredible consistency, diligence, and energy, and these qualities will serve Zoe well next year at Vanderbilt University. Zoe, would you please come forward and address our audience?
To proud parents, esteemed educators, friends, and fellow students, thank you for allowing me to speak before you today. First and foremost, I want to extend my congratulations to Brewster Academy's class of 2024 for surviving all of the Saturday classes and the tumultuous years of high school. From being the first freshman class to endure COVID, to jumping into Lake Winnipesaukee in the midst of winter. Some of us are crazy. I want to take this moment to thank Miss Karen, Mr. Riley, the best 007 partner out there, and Miss Wingard, my fellow Commodore, for being incredible support systems to me throughout my journey. I want to thank my mom for guiding me through life with her warmth and being a source of confidence. I also want to share my appreciation to my dad and grandma for helping me achieve my dreams and demonstrating what unconditional belief truly means. All I want is to make you guys proud. As I look back on my years here, I'm overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude and purpose. We may have come to Brewster attempting to find a haven from the chaos of COVID, but through our shared experiences, we've grown into a class that finds purpose in our actions, like starting new global initiatives and in attempting to talk our way out of BMPs. With this, I'd like to acknowledge an overarching quality found in the class of 24. We are fearless. We flew or drove to a small boarding school tucked away by a lake at a time where people were too afraid to go outside of their own homes, let alone live independently for the first time. Even after the tribulations of COVID, I'm amazed at how our grade continues to act fearlessly. We've stepped into purpose, whether it be in the classroom, on the stage, or on the field, and have been fearless in our endeavors to leave a lasting mark at Brewster Academy. Like many, I initially found the idea of going far from home for school a sacrifice. missing many significant moments spent with family. However, in 8th grade, my family decided that having the help I once needed from Brewster's instructional support program would allow me to achieve and become the confident learner I am today. With that understanding, I took a leap and decided to be fearless, traveling 2,000 miles to a place that I now call home. Like many, it wasn't easy, especially in the beginning. But greatness never comes from within the comfort zone. From solidifying connections with classmates, I've learned that we can all find greatness regardless of the cards dealt. Despite the intrinsic differences that build the class of 2024, we all ended up at Brewster for a reason and made the choice to find gratitude in the opportunity. It is up to us to be fearless enough to enact meaningful purpose to the communities we touch. We have the whole world in front of us, and we are the people that are going to continue to overcome. We are limitless in nature. We have to understand that as we take these steps forward towards the rest of our lives, we cannot be afraid or let the idea of failure hinder us from our dreams. Failure is bound to happen in all the directions that we take, and it is up to us to choose how we deal with it. It is up to us to continue to be fearless because we matter to this world, and our purpose is far too great to let fear or failure hold us back. We did it. Tomorrow marks the day of our accomplishments and the rest of our lives. So as we continue to follow our dreams and fail along the way, let's be fearless and make mistakes we won't regret. Class of 2024, congratulations.
Thank you, Zoe. We will now continue the program with the recognition of our global and arts scholars and the presentation of special student awards. To begin, I'd like to call up our Dean of Teaching and Learning and Educational Research, Dr. Marta Philipp-Fauser.
Good afternoon. Today, I would like to recognize two groups of Brewster students, our global scholars and our inaugural group of art scholars. Before I call on the students to come and receive their graduation cords from the program's advisors, Mr. Davis and Ms. Baker McLean, I want to share a few words about the two pathways. The primary goal of both of these programs is to create environments in which students are eager to explore topics of interest connected either to global issues or to various forms of artistic expression to facilitate engagement with others who perhaps share similar interests but bring different perspectives and understandings, and to help develop a deeper sense of connection to a wider world or instill a greater sense of appreciation for art in our community and beyond. Ultimately, however, our goal is to help students explore their multiple and evolving identities and bring them closer to our mission of living the lives of purpose. Through their hard work in academic classes, afternoon commitments, experiential learning opportunities, and cohort meetings, collectively and individually, these students pursue their interest in arts and global learning, advance their own knowledge, share their passions and understandings with others, and reflected on their accomplishments and what lies ahead. Our hope is that this occasion marks just the beginning of the journey they're embarking on in the wider world. Today, The art scholars receive a tricolor cord representing 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, to be worn tomorrow during the commencement ceremony. May I please ask Ms. Baker McLean to come and help distribute the cords as I read the art scholars' names. Graduates, when your name is called, please come to the podium to receive the cord. Liam Fahey. Gabby Harper. Marvell James. And Gracie Moradian. Thank you. The graduating global scholars receive a light blue cord inspired by the color of the United Nations flag, also to be worn during their commencement ceremony. May I please ask Mr. Davis to come and help distribute the cords as I read the names of the global scholars. Graduates, please come to the podium to receive the cord from Mr. Davis. Maggie Doyle. Liam Fahey. Gabby Harper. Zoe Hausler. John Northrop. Fenyan Sawan. And Paulina Trott. Congratulations to all.
At this point, Brewster's very own Hal will provide a musical interlude, performing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield and directed by Michelle Lowe's. Hal, could you please approach the stage?
I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is
where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no.
staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is
Where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
oh yeah, staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is
Where your book begins,
the rest is still unwritten.
Thank you, Hal. Now I would like to invite our athletic director, Mr. Connor Wells, to announce the Kate Turner Athletic Director Awards.
Thanks, Coach. Mr. Butcher, the suit looks awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Butcher. These awards are given to 2 students who have each made a positive and consistent contribution to interscholastic athletics in their time at Brewster. Our first Kate Turner Award winner, and for those of you that don't know, Kate Turner, our longtime associate athletic director, who did so much for Brewster and so much for Brewster athletics, not just at our school, but for NEPSAC as a whole. And 2 years ago, when she retired, this award was given in her name. Our first Kate Turner Athletic Director Award winner. A lifer of Brewster Academy, this young man competes hard with all of his heart. He has been a key contributor in 3 varsity sports for the last 2 years and has played on a combined 10 varsity interscholastic athletic teams during his 4 years at Brewster. He is stoic by nature, yet he plays with passion. He has the focus, clarity, and resolve to dominate the Lake Winnipesaukee golf course for 18 holes, and also possesses the grit and determination to lead his team in the hockey rink and on the lacrosse field. He is an offensive threat in hockey as a forward, And in lacrosse, he rules the defense and transition game. He is versatile. He is humble. He leads with his actions first and foremost and cares immensely about the Brewster name on his chest. These traits define our athletic director honoree. Brewster Athletics will remember fondly this young man's spirit and immense contributions as a Brewster Bobcat. We wish him well in his next adventure at St. Lawrence University, where he is committed to playing men's lacrosse. Please join me in honoring Liam Flaherty. These pages are whipping around up here. Thank you, Mr. Butcher. Another lifer of Brewster Academy. Our next Athletic Director Award honoree has played 12 consecutive seasons of interscholastic athletics as a Bobcat. Yes, that's a perfect record. A talented varsity athlete in her own right, this Bobcat is also not afraid to try new competitive sports outside of her comfort zone. It is worth noting that 5 of her 12 interscholastic seasons in her time at Brewster were as members of a JV program. As our longtime former Associate Athletic Director, Kate Turner, who I just spoke about, for whom this award is now named, fondly championed, the heart and soul of Brewster Athletics lies within the JV athlete. Our honorees coaches cite her exceptional and consistent attitude, her commitment to the team, her helpfulness, and her leadership in all situations. Whether she is playing in a starting role as a varsity tennis captain, competing on the turf for varsity soccer, or helping out younger teammates on the JV basketball court, her positive influence on Brewster Athletics has been felt. It is immense. Please join me in honoring Ellery Nazo.
Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Wells. Ms. Baker McLean, as our Fine and Performing Arts Chair, could you please come forward to announce our Fine and Performing Arts Award?
The Fine and Performing Arts Award is given to a senior or PG who has made an outstanding contribution to Brewster Academy in the fine or performing arts, such as music, theater, dance, film, or other visual media throughout their career. This recipient is known for his musical and theatrical talent, starring in both The Lightning Thief and Alice by Heart. Fewer people know that he is also a consummate visual artist. In his time at Brewster, he has created compelling works exploring identity, environmentalism. His capstone project was a large-scale multimedia installation constructed mostly of found objects and recycled items. His piece reflected his views on global warming and integrated sculptural elements, sound, lighting design, writing, and audience participation. It was truly a triumph, and it is my great pleasure to recognize Liam Aidan Fahey with our Fine and Performing Arts Award.
Thank you, Ms. Baker McLean. I would like to invite our Director of Community Service, Allie Cooper, to present our Lives of Purpose Award.
The Lives of Purpose Graduate Award is presented to a graduating student who has made significant contributions to their school and community through their time, actions, talents, and dedication. The recipient serves as a role model in service, compassion, and strives to help make the world a better place, demonstrating a passion for helping others at Brewster, in the local community, and beyond. This honor goes to a person who gives back to their community and does so willingly with no exception in that of serving others. This year's recipient has demonstrated a deep commitment to making their wider community a better place. This student has lived a life of greater purpose through diverse activities, ranging from managing our literary magazine and newspaper, spearheading environmental initiatives on campus, being instrumental in leading GSA+, being a true ambassador of Brewster by giving countless tours and leading several missions events, all while exemplifying the role as a trusted student leader for the past 2 years. Let us also not forget their passion and talent for the arts have drawn others into the giving space and helped to develop a thriving theater program further. Through their exemplary record of service and leadership, they are a role model for future generations of students at Brewster. It is with great pleasure that we grant this year's Life's a Purpose Award to Liam Fahey.
Thank you, Ms. Cooper. Next, Ellery Nazo and Boaz Sochasevsky, as senior prefects of the class of 2024, could you please step forward to present the class gift?
Hi, everyone. As Mr. Butcher just said, we're Boaz and Ellery, the senior prefects of the class of 24, and we wanted to share about our class gift for the 2024 year. In the tradition of classes before us, we would like to present the class of 24 gift to Brewster Academy, which will be the contribution to the class of 2014 scholarship fund.
This fund was created in order to share the gift of Brewster with future families that would love to be Bobcats. Brewster has been very beneficial to both of our educations and growth as people. We want others to have the same great experience that we did during our time here and hope our gift can somewhat help accomplish this.
Thank you, Ellery and Boaz. It is our tradition to punctuate this ivy address with a presentation of an ivy plant. Our senior prefects accept the ivy on behalf of their class. It will be planted along with the ivy of years past so that it may grow and entwine, symbolic of the way our lives are forever connected. Congratulations to all of our award recipients, and thank you all for being here today as we begin our formal recognition and celebrations of the class of 2024. With much to look forward to tomorrow, everyone is now invited to join us in the Grayson Student Center in Rogers for the head of school reception. Thank you.